Today we have this Gluwphy, we're going to go with Gluwphy GM1 laser engraving machine. They reached out and asked if I would take a look at it. I said sure. Right now this goes for about $700 on Amazon. It's class 1 laser, it's 10 watts, it has a built-in air assist. Apparently it has an air filter built into it. We'll see when we get it out of the box. They have this in a few different models. They have like a 5 watt model, a 10 watt model, and a 20 watt model. They sent me the 10 watt model. It has a work area of 400 by 300 millimeters. Let's get this out to the garage and we'll take a look at it. So I will say this thing came with a ton of foam. This was all inside the unit and there's still some parts in there. But then inside there's that much again that protected it within the box. So it's definitely going to show up to you in one piece. You do have to put some stuff together like the laser head, the air assist pump, and then it just looks like you've got an adapter for the exhaust tube. That's going to be for the air assist. And then some other things. One thing I did want to point out real quick, if we can get the lighting to cooperate. Again, sorry I have no lighting in the garage. It does come with the honeycomb, and what I really love is the honeycomb actually has a groove, like a perimeter that it fits into, so you have it exactly where you want it. So you've got your grid measurements. Like, that is wonderful. I wish more did that. Maybe they do with the enclosed, but like my Monport CO2 does not do that. Pardon the car driving by, it's morning. That just kind of is like chaotic inside. You can't line up really well, but this thing, like, that is so nice. Hopefully the laser itself's nice. Let me get this set up, get it going in light burn, and then we'll do some tests. I apologize for the lighting here. It's not the greatest, but we're gonna make it work today. So I've played with this laser now for about an hour and a half. Let's start with the instruction manual. It's very basic. It does not tell you how to put anything together. You do have to attach the laser head, you have to attach 2 cables. You then attach the ring and the hose. It does give you that. It does not tell you how to attach the laser. It does not tell you what screws or screw go to the laser. You're going to use that thumb wheel screw. It's the only one that'll fit, and you go ahead and put that in there. Then there's 4 screws. The 4 screws are going to go to attach the bracket for the dryer vent hose. There's another 3 screws that I can't figure out what they go to, so you're on your own for that one. And that's pretty much it. It tells you how to install laser GRBL and then make it work. There is no information whatsoever for light burn. Rating the manual and the setup experience, like 4 out of 10. When I pulled it out of the box, it is kind of plasticky. The housing's plastic, everything's plastic. It feels really cheap. That said, there are some things I like about this laser. Just the manual is not one of them, which seems to be mostly consistent among these manufacturers. They give you minimal or literally no instructions, and you're on your own. The manual also does not include any settings. It seems like a beefy manual, but it's because it's just the same stuff in, I don't know, half dozen languages. Kundendeutsch, so you got Spanish and German, looks like Japanese, and something else, but that's that. It does come with this little kit. You got some like cardboard or something, 2 little pieces of wood to get you started. The wood on that is extremely curved. So yeah, there was also a little baggie that had, I think, like a pet dog tag and a couple of other little things, but I've got that packed up because I am giving this laser to a friend when I'm done. So once I got it set up, I did have a little error. I had the manual stop, or the emergency stop, pushed in. I thought I didn't, but I did. I will say the quality of that is not good. The red cap came right off in my hand. It had a little dab of glue on it, like hot glue or something, so I'll have to fix that before I give it to somebody, because that's not great. Other than that, I'm really happy with the construction. Once I got everything put on, it works fine. So I tried some cardboard here to do a stencil. I mean, it handled that cardboard like a champ. Got my little Acme logo. I tried some basswood. We've got some good engrave going on there. Let me try to get the lighting a little better for you. I mean, you got a little bit of depth. This was literally my first burn. The cardboard was the third thing I did, but I am quite satisfied with how that came out. And I was mostly guessing on the settings, so not bad. That was my first attempt. I realized I made it big enough that it was going to take forever, and I was trying to get this done quick, so I shrunk it down a bunch. And then I went on and did this because it's my friend's birthday today. So I thought I'd have a little fun. And I got a little more of a detailed image there. And again, I'm quite happy with this. I did cut that out with the laser. This was from a much bigger piece, like 8 by 12 or something. And yeah, like it works. It definitely works. There is very nice relief here in detail. I did change the settings a little from here. I slowed it down just a little bit. I actually tried this again another time, but it was coming out too dark because I slowed it down too much. So I tweaked it real quick on the same sheet of wood, and yeah, very happy with this thing. Would I pay the full retail price quoted on Amazon? Absolutely not. But I think what they're doing there is actually a marketing thing where you just basically permanently have the item on sale for a discounted rate because it's a psychological thing. You see that a lot. Would I pay the $700 for it? Yeah, probably. My CO2 laser that's out of frame here, it does a smaller work area in both dimensions, and while it's better as far as the wattage and the speed, it's the same price. It's actually a little bit cheaper, but you don't have the same work area and everything. If I was going to buy one of these two, I would definitely buy this one just because it has the larger work area. And like I said, it's working great. And they do have this in the 5 watt, the 10 watt, and 20 watt variations. So if you did need a little more power, you could do that. Let's see, what else would I like to say about this thing? Oh, there are some other annoying things. I cannot get the alarm to shut up. If you open the lid, even with the laser stopped and the laser homed, if it's open for more than like 5 or 10 seconds, the alarm just goes off until you shut the lid. I cannot figure out how to get it to stop. When it's done, the alarm will go off until you come and press stop in light burn. I've not had that happen to my other lasers. You'll get a tone for a few seconds and it stops. I'm sure I could go into light burn and figure that out, but it's not that deep. I did not use laser GRBL because I have my Lightburn license. I have license for several controllers for Lightburn, so I just worked in there because it's what I'm familiar with. You can use the laser GRBL for free, so that's nice. And it walks you through how to set it up in the manual and everything. I was having issues installing the driver, but that was my fault. I already had the driver installed for one of my other lasers. So if you run into that issue, try that. I saw some other people had issues installing the driver that's in Laser GRBL, and it turned out it was like their antivirus or something. You could always try running as administrator too if you're doing it in Windows, but if it's your first laser, you probably shouldn't have any issues. That was mostly on me. I will say I had trouble, I think I said this at the beginning, that I had trouble getting the laser to actually show up in either Laser GRBL or in Lightburn. That was my fault. Again, it was the stop. I had the stop done. So it could see it on USB, but it didn't know what it was. As soon as I undid the emergency shutoff stop, it appeared fine. Worked great. I would recommend you getting an external fan for this. It puts out a lot of airflow on the little fan that's in there, but they also have their little air filter thing in there. I would remove that too, probably. You should not run this thing inside. You should, if you do run it inside, you should be venting it outside. I will say no smoke was escaping the lid, which was nice. I do have lasers that is an issue. It's moving enough air through that fan that it's keeping all of that contained. I did not try acrylic. I'm running low on my acrylic, and I actually need it for something else. That would probably be much more stinky and an escape in my experience. But yeah, you can get like those little $30 torpedo looking fan things with 2 different things, you know, and you just has an arrow for the direction. They're like 20, 30 bucks on Amazon. And then you could run the dryer hose that comes with this to that, and then run that even farther. And they should boost each other, and you should be able to get the fumes far away from your working area. For me, I just open the garage door, I don't know, 5-6 inches, and I run the dryer vent out the garage door, and then I take more dryer vent and run it way out away from the house so it's not blowing back in. Works great. So yeah, a nifty little laser, right? I mean, it's going to do stuff that you want it to. You can do tons of materials with it. You know, you just got to mess around. It worked great on this Amazon box for a stencil. I would say this is what I did with my CO2 laser, and then I did this with this laser, and honestly, I can't tell a difference. You know, it worked just as fast. You can get your little spray paint stencil or whatever. You can cut little crafts for kids out of the cardboard to save money, or practice on the cardboard and move to your wood later. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.